Hi guys! Last time we went over 12 tenses. Do you remember? I believe all of you can remember 12 tenses correctly. And today, as I said last time, we will go over SAT grammar, especially subject and verb agreements. You can get this SAT essential grammar on the website very easily if you type SAT essential grammar on the web, and you can find it really easily on the website. And okay, let's go over from number 9. So neither of the cars is or are equipped with anti-lock brakes. So if you have neither of the cars, that means even though you have the cars, the subject is neither, not the cars. So you should say neither is, right? So you should say neither of the cars is equipped with anti-lock brakes. So number 10, the flock of geese were startled by the shotgun blast. So also in this case, geese is not the subject. The subject is the flock. So you should say the flock of geese was startled by the shotgun blast. And number 11, the data on my computer were completely erased. Also in this case, my computer is not subject. The subject is the data. Okay? So you should say the data were completely erased, because I think many people would think that data is a singular, but data is plural. Right? The singular form of data is datum. Right? Datum is singular and the data is the plural. So you should say the data were completely erased. And next one, mathematics and history. Okay, so I think you know that subjects is a singular, right? Even though mathematics, it looks like a plural, but it's singular. So mathematics is one subject, and history, so there are two subjects, right? You should say mathematics and history are my favorite subjects. But one subject, mathematics, in case of mathematics, is my favorite subject. Okay? One subject is singular, but as they are two subjects, you should say mathematics and history are my favorite subjects. And number 13 and 14, we have none of. But in here you have singular, and you have in number 14 you have plural, right? After none of. In case of singular, none of the roasts. It is singular, right? Well, none of the roast. So you should say was. Okay, none of the roast was eaten. And also you should say none of the books were considered fit for public consumption. Okay? So as you can see in number 13 and 14, after none of, if you have a singular, you should put singular verb. And if you have plural noun, and you should say plural verb. Alright, next one, 27. There are inverted sentences. We have 3 inverted sentences. We invert that sentence to emphasize the meaning, right? So we will invert the sentence so that we can find the subject and verb. Okay? So 27. Okay, first we will find the correct verb. Okay, there are, in my opinion, far too many smokers in this restaurant, right? So obviously the the subject is far too many smokers, right? And the verb should be are. Okay? There, this is an adverb. This is not a subject, right? The subject is far too many smokers. Okay? So you should say far too many smokers are in this restaurant. Okay? If we uninvert the sentence, it will be far too many smokers far too many smokers in my opinion are in this restaurant. Okay, and number 29. Riding on the bus among the children was there were over a dozen commuters, right? Also, the sentence is inverted. So let's find the subject, right? So the subject is over a dozen commuters, right? So we should say over a dozen commuters were riding on the bus among the children, right? So yeah, if we uninvert the sentence, 29, it should be or let's bring among the children in front, among the children. Over a dozen. Over a dozen commuters were riding on the bus. Okay, and number 30. Never before had or have there been such voices heard here, right? So in here, let's find the subject. Okay, the subject is such voices, right? Such voices have. Okay, such voices is the subject. The have should be a verb. So such voices have never before been heard here, right? So such voices have never been heard here, right? So it's very complicated, but let's write the answer. Such voices have never before been heard here. So this is the answer. Okay. So such voices have never before been heard here. Okay. So we uninverted sentences and we found the subject and verb. Let's